Cancer. Welcome to your in-depth version of yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. The post-surgery recovery is doing well. I'm feeling great. It's good to sit down, do some readings. What is going on, please, from my Cancer Collective? Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person, please. Show me Cancer in their person, please. Show me Cancer in their person. What's going on for Cancer? Okay. Take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Cross watchers same. I'm going to start with your side, but as I just said, reverse energies as it applies. Okay? All right. Six of Cups, Soul Bond energy, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's lovely. That's a nice natural flow. I like that a lot. That's gorgeous. Let's stay there. Let's stay there in that energy, please. I like this a lot. It's very sweet. It's very simple, and it's comfortable. I like it. Six of Cups is lovely soul bond energy. Even if it's not a soul bond, bare minimum, it's someone you've known a long time, someone with whom you've shared memories. And Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. There's a certain comfort level here. Ease of energies, taking care of thyself, being protective of yourself. You know, just doing what's right by you. And that's beautiful. It's lovely. It's simple. Let's see who's surrounding you. Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. I like it. It's steady. It has legitimacy surrounding it. Patience. Time, temperance, patience. Huh. Let's see if that's shared. Ace of Pentacles, legitimacy. Nine of Cups, the Chariot. Ooh, Two of Wands. So, yeah. Oh, isn't that nice? There's a lot of ease here. There's a lot of emotional ease here between you and somebody. It feels natural. It feels easy. They have some time attached to them, so I can't tell if it's come through yet. But the Six of Cups suggests you two know each other. The Nine of Cups, the Chariot, there you are, loud and proud. The energy says, I'm good, I'm confident, I am bold, I know myself, I know what makes me happy. But Two of Wands, there's a little bit of waiting here. A little bit of waiting. A little bit of waiting for this energy to come through and present itself. And I do see time attached to them. I'm not necessarily convinced they're an earth sign, but they could be. But it's kind of slow to come in, but it's steady. It says it's healing, it's restorative, it knows itself. Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, a good, steady investment, new opportunity, according to their energy. Interesting. Now, overview, Eight of Wands, communication. Let's start right there. I'm very curious. Can we just stop, though? Can we just stop? Can we just stop, though? I just like this. It's fine. Go about your business. Oh, a little bit of waiting, that's fine. A little bit of back and forth, that's fine. In terms of communication, that's fine. Let's. I don't want to clarify. It's so nice. It's nice and calm, and it's lovely. And it's two energies exchanging lightly, peacefully, but with real love in it. I like that. Nice. Go with it. No, we got a job to do, right? Let's start there with the Eight of Wands, please. No? Okay. Whoa. That was weird. They said not that one. Okay. All right. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. Let's see what you're talking about, how you're expressing yourself, what you're putting out into the world. Show me. Show me the Eight of Wands, please, for Cancer. Show me the Eight of Wands, please. The Moon. Oh. Okay. I don't know who it is. I'm going to default to you because it is technically your reading. Okay. I'm just going to say it to you. But someone here has a growing energy within them that they need to bust out of this moon energy, like bad. So the King of Wands, we have some growing confidence here, some passion, some ambition. I got to get my energy out of here, man. And the tower, so shall it be. If it's got to be a tower, then it's got to be a tower. Somebody's kind of tired of hiding their communication and or thoughts and or intentions under the moon. They want to be more active. They want to express themselves. It's coming in kind of across as a certain level of heat attached to it. Hopefully it's not anger. I'm thinking more it's to do with the energy. The intention behind it has grown substantially. There's kind of a fireball kicking around in somebody's moon, and that fireball wants to express itself. Very much so. Whew. Okay. I don't think it's that kind of anger. I mean, it's more like, I'm going to do it. That's how it's coming across. I'm going to do it. 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 Because somebody's energy has gotten quite restless under the moon. I don't like being here. I don't like having all this energy and thoughts and intentions to myself. I got to express it. And it needs to come out. It needs to come out today. So I don't know whose energy is building up like that. Again, I'm defaulting to you. But it could be coming towards you. I don't know. We need to clarify. But that's... It started to lovely just go with this to like... You know what? I got something to say. And indeed, one of you does. Indeed, one of you has something to say. I don't know what's going to be expressed, but I know that they mean it. I don't know. I don't know what you're about to say. I don't know who you're about to say it to. Maybe you are pissed off. I don't know. But it's kind of like, you know what? I said I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say... You know what? It's kind of like that. So your energy kind of had a really strong reversal here in that respect of I'm not going to say nothing to, you know what? I actually have some thoughts. I don't know what those thoughts are, but it's kind of like even you are surprising yourself how intensely you feel about this. So that tells me you were sitting on it and you were sitting on it and you were sitting on it and you were tired. You got a fireball bursting out of you. I don't know what it is you're about to say, but somebody's going to be on the receiving end of it. So there you go. I know you got the energy for it. It's like you're saying, you know what? Fuck that. I am going to say something, but I don't know how harsh it is. I can't tell if it's harsh or not. To me, it's literally coming across as a burst of energy. It was way down there in the waters, the moon waters, and then it's breaking through the surface. It's kind of like that. So, oh boy, I got a little cannonball here. Somebody is. I don't know when you're expressing yourself, but it's looking like it's soon. Again, it may not be. I don't know. I just know it's important to you. I believe it's you. It's important to somebody. And it's like, I got to get this out of me. If I don't, I'm going to explode. But again, I don't know that it's necessarily anger. It could be, but let's keep going. Okay, well, peace, love, and joy, right? Oh boy. Well, sometimes we have to have moments like these, honey, that are cathartic. You know, and we tell ourselves to shove it down, shove it down. I'm not going to say nothing. It's not important. It's not important. You know what? And then that can be a very cathartic moment. It really can be. If there was something that was on your chest or in your heart and you told yourself to suppress it and suppress it, don't pay it no mind, no attention. I'm not putting any energy into that. And then one day come to find it's actually a lot more important to you than you understood. And you have to have that cathartic moment. So such as, for instance, when you write a letter and you have no intention of sending it, you just had to get it down. You just had to get it down and out of you. And that can be very helpful. And sometimes, though, you actually have to send the letter. Sometimes you have to send the email. Sometimes you have to say it. It's not enough to write it down and throw it away. We got to get it out there. And somebody's on the receiving end of it. So I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know how you're about to express yourself. I don't know. I'm very curious. If you are so inclined to share it in the comments, it's at free will. Just nothing too harsh, please. I do monitor comments. Okay, show me that Six of Cups, please. Show me that. It's soul bond. Yeah. Soul bond. You've shared memories. You've shared many a cup. You've had laughs. You've had good times. You've had sweet times, you know. Easy sort of connectivity that doesn't necessarily has definition, but you know it exists innately. Okay. Show me that Six of Cups, please. And it's also the bond that's easiest to take for granted. Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Empress. Yes. Okay. Okay. Got it. See, you know, look at this. You're showing me this burst of energy, but on the surface, you're a cool cat. All right? You're calm, you're cool, you're collected. All right? So I don't know where that's coming from. You know what? That's what it is. It's just the burst of energy. It's almost like you're surprising yourself that you're doing it. Because especially if you told yourself long enough that you weren't gonna, I could see why it's breaking through the surface like that. Otherwise, you're a very steady-paced Cancer. I have every reason to believe that. I don't think you're used to having those kind of bursts of energies, not if you can help it, right? But this time, there was something. I'm not going to respond. And then you did, and I think it surprised even you. And I have to push this point. I think it was important to you. I do. I really think it was important to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying it, and your energy wouldn't be bursting through like that. This is something I got to do. And I said I wouldn't, but I got to because it's important to me. You know what? Fuck it. It's important to me. I have to do this. I have to say this. Otherwise, your energy is quite lovely. It's quite calm. And it's willing to compromise. It's kind of a slower, steady-paced energy and connection that you have with somebody. It looks beautiful. It looks peaceful. And it was slow growing over time. Very. I have a lot of connectivity. I don't know if it's a lot, but it was steady. When it showed up, it showed up. You gave, they gave, you gave, and it went on like this for a long time with the Seven of Pentacles. You gave, they gave, and it felt balanced, it felt right, and we had a growing appreciation. I would typically default the Empress as someone else. I'm actually seeing that as you. I really am. There was something about this connection that made you feel like you. It made you feel natural, and it made you feel empowered. It made you feel sensual. It made you feel like you were seen. And it developed in its own time and in its own way, and over a period of years. You might have known this person upwards to 13 years. You might see that person as the Empress, right? Someone who has unconditional love, very productive, highly feminine, maternal, protective, someone who has a great deal of capacity to love, but I am seeing that as you. They made you feel good. They made you feel like you. And it felt good, literally, to give the old back and forth in the energies with this person. And it accumulated, that was a knowledge and experience that accumulated over time with this person. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands, show me that Page of Wands, show me that Page of Wands. I'm waiting for the clincher. What is this? I would love to know it. I'm so curious. I see you get worked up like that. Oh my. That's what Scorpios are like. Oh, shit went down? Well, let me get my wine. Don't start without me. I don't want to be involved. I just want to observe, though. Oh? What's going on? What's going on over there? Intrigue. What's going on? I know, we're horrible, but there you go. No, I get it. All right, Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Queen of Pentacles is here twice. Four of Cups, the High Priestess. You have been feeling intuitively that while you are doing your best to maintain your sense of self, self-care, self-love, production, it's been hard. It's been hard. And you're opening up to that idea. You really do try to take care of yourself, and you really do try to keep your focus on your priorities, that which immediately surrounds you, that which you immediately call responsibility. But intuitively, with your High Priestess here, which you should always be showing me, is that intuitively you have been feeling, and this is quite honest, unhappy. Four of Cups. Disappointed. I don't think you're neglecting yourself. I don't. I think your priorities are in order in your physical world. Your emotional world is where it feels like it's lagging. It's disappointed. It's a little hurt. It's a little disappointed. Okay. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Now here twice. You got some very strong earth in your chart. Could be connecting to one, but I see that coming from within you. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. You don't have to have earth in your chart really to make your home world a priority or your personal being a priority. But you understand. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, the World. Oh, Seven of Wands. Okay, okay. Okay. I know. It feels like it's not coming together. It feels like it's not coming together. I know, honey, you're doing your best to keep your energy on that which matters. I've already seen it. But your intuition's telling you that you're unhappy. And despite the fact that you are comfortable within your domain, I believe, and while you're comfortable with your own activities of your own energy, when it comes to the love, peace, you're hurt, you're disappointed, there's some breakage here. There's some breakage and possibly cycling. And I think you're not ready to get into that, even though it's becoming increasingly obvious that that might be the case. I don't think you're willing to see it yet. You're kind of blocking something from cycling out. You say you don't want it to, despite the fact that you're unhappy with it. You don't want to break away from what looks like your home space. And you put a lot of care into it over the years. You put a lot of quality into it over the years. But you yourself are personally unhappy with it. You've already admitted it to me. That doesn't mean we're going to go throwing the baby out with the bathwater. But it does set a very good precedence to, I'm not willing to give this up yet. I've always found my place in it. I'm quite comfortable in it. I've known this person a long time. 12, maybe 13 years. And it's always made me feel like me, and I've always felt balanced in it, you know? It may not have been the most mind-blowing of things, but it was always kind of carefully cultivated, steady, predictable love that was always there. And it made me feel good about me. And that's why I don't want to give it up. I don't want to. I feel like I'm unhappy, but that doesn't mean I just throw everything away, does it? The thing is that your energy is breaking further from it in the future. If I were to hit the fast forward button, I could see where you're coming from. I can kind of see where you are. Now fast forward 2, 3, 4 years. That divide gets much bigger. And that sense of self-care, I need to protect me. Part of you protecting yourself is allowing things to cycle out that probably should. You are resisting very core concepts here. The breakage, the leaving behind, cycling it out officially. It's not enough to break from it. We have to close it. We're resisting this. I see why. I know where you came from. You're very comfortable in this for a long time. And you've always found comfort in it. Until one day, you found that you were still comfortable in it, physically. But emotionally, you became less comfortable in it. You became a little more disappointed. I know you feel it. I know you feel it. But it's kind of like, you know, I can sacrifice that. I can. You know, if it means me keeping this. Are you? Or are you keeping the physical energy and not the emotional? The reason why you felt so good in it is because literally both were here in equal measure. I will point out to you. The Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles on the precedence, the reason why you felt so good is because these two parts were in equal measure. You felt the same, they felt the same. You gave the same, they gave the same. So now you're telling me, okay, well this may not be the same, but I can still live with this. The reason why you're glowing like this is because you understood these two concepts were in place. So what happens to the Empress then when this piece starts to fade? You no longer feel the emotional harmony and reciprocity. Okay? Are you still the Empress? The condition of being the Empress is unconditional love. She feels unconditional love when she herself has it. Then she has an endless supply. There's nothing she can't do. So what happens to the Empress when she feels perpetually disappointed in love? By her partner, by love in general, relationships and how they chalk up at the end of the day. You're telling me I can live with this piece, the Pentacle piece. And I'm gonna fight that like a son of a bitch. I'm not breaking, and I'm not closing this cycle out. Watch me fight. Watch me fight, bitch. Watch me fight. All right? You might have some Aries in your chart. Because I'm fighting for my quality of life. I am fighting for my own sense of stability. Fine. You won't hear any argument from me on that. But what you are going to hear me argue from is when you ignore your intuition. What feelings are you fighting for? You already admitted to me you were disappointed. Fast forward a couple years, you see how severe it gets. We're not able to accept the cycle ending. You are fighting it tooth and nail. Whether or not they still in your proximity or your household in future, I could not say. At first I thought this was interesting, and now I'm wondering how that relates. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I gotta get back to that. That's intriguing. Show me this. Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles. It's fascinating. What's going on? Show me this. Okay. Show me this Knight of Pentacles. Who is this? Cannot see it yet for some of you. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. Oh, by the way, your message is going to cut abruptly. I have to pick up my daughter from school once more, and then your message will pick up right where it left off. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Let's do one more. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. Page of Swords, Three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Whoever this is telling me they hurt, but they're not willing to own it. They're just willing to work on things with you. Slow, steady pace surrounding their energy. We can work through it, but they don't really want to look at the cause or the problem of the pain that's in their own heart. They don't want to look at it, not really. They don't want to address it. By all means, we can work through it. There's nothing we can't work through. But they had some pre-existing pain in their heart for some time that I don't think you know about. And the reason why you don't know is because they themselves weren't willing to look at it. They just showed you a steady sort of ability to work through things, always. You know, slow, methodical, we'll work through it. But there was some pain under there that started out as a splinter they weren't willing to look at. So you two started to split, I think, on the timeline. I think they started to kind of split away first. But then they told themselves they would heal. They just needed time, right? They just needed patience. Temperance. Could literally be Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Show me Temperance, please. I can see that they physically know how to work with you. Compromise, work things out. But one thing they were not willing to look at, and I believe it's just so slow growing. The pain in them and disappointment in them is so slow growing they couldn't recognize it. Let's see that Temperance. I just need to work on it. Just need to work on it. Just need some patience. Need some healing. Bingo, bango. Good to go. Show me Temperance, please. Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So slow. Yeah, they said they needed more time, but it hasn't proved anything, you know? It hasn't proved anything. If you're not willing to look at the source of the pain, you're not going to heal shit. And that's exactly what's happened. They haven't healed shit within themselves. They just say they're playing for time in that respect of, I just need more time to feel better about myself, but they never do. And they say they don't know what to do, and again, they're not really willing to look at it. They know that you're involved, and they're kind of hoping that you'll come in and solve the problem. But until they understand the origin of their own pain, they're just going to keep looking at you and not doing much. there's too much time attached to this person. Now, I get that they might be a slower energy. That's fine. But the thing is, if you're going to be slow, if you're going to have patience towards healing, I need to see active strides in healing that says you're taking it seriously. They have a restlessness in their heart that says it's hurt. They don't really want to look at it. So how can you heal what you refuse to acknowledge? And that's why you, honey, you, no surprise, intuitively feel disappointed in your love energy with this person. You should. There is a part of them that is not actively engaged in the emotional process. They're there. They're showing up. They say they put in the work. I believe them. But they also say, oh, I'll feel better tomorrow. I'll feel better next week. I'll feel better next month. And they're not really looking at why they say that so often or show that. I just need more time, just a little more patience, a little more rest. I'll be fine and dandy. And they're still showing me Knight of Pentacles for Knight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, I don't really know what to do. Two of Wands, I'm going to go ahead and look at you, Cancer. Maybe you can help me understand my hurt and disappointment. Instead of looking at themselves, it's like they're consulting themselves the least. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised. They say they still have a lot to offer. Ace of Pentacles. That it's such a calm, diligent energy here that I was kind of impressed with when I first put it down. And time is the very thing that eats away at them, it seems. They get lost to time. Non-activity. I don't really want to look, but I'm still showing up. And you see it, you feel it, you sense it. I think you see their lack of emotional effort to understand themselves, and it hurts you. This started in them before you cottoned onto it, I believe. I would like to understand what hurts them. I would like to understand what causes them pain, and it's like they don't want to look at it, never mind put any real energy into it, any real effort. And it's almost like they're looking at you to come in and solve their problem, and you can't do that, honey. That's just not how this stuff works. The Emperor, Page of Pentacles, okay. They're still saying they have some energy for this. They insist upon it. They insist, they insist, they insist. They still say we can invest, we can invest, we can invest. I'm not going anywhere. I still believe in us. I can still put constructive efforts into this. So it seems to me when things are hitting critical mass, that's when their energy becomes a little sharper and says, hey, we can do this. Nope, here's some energy. Here's some energy. You got it. Here's some energy. I can prove it. And Page of Pentacles. I still got something to offer this, and it's a determination to, it's strong-willed, heavy fire energy here with also earth. I want to believe them, I really do, but it looks like a panic effort to me. You know, you are refusing to give this up. You're not letting the cycle close. They're kind of like feeling that desperation of where the relationship is. It's like, oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. This is still a good investment. See? Watch. Here's my page. I really hope that that's them taking a genuine effort to kind of work through the stuff that they had been neglecting this whole time that they've been saying I need more time, and it's really not a big deal, and there's really not much to fix. I just need some more time to. I just need more time to myself. It seems like they have a lot of time to themselves, and they still don't seem to be in touch with their feelings. I really want to believe this person when they say, no, I insist, I insist, I insist, I insist. I still have as much good energy and intentions towards this as I always have. I hope so. I know they had work with you. I get that. You know, but is that what you're looking for? For someone to work with you and then be insistent about it? I hope that's enough. If that's all you need, then I hope it's enough for you. I do. right? I just want to make sure that your needs are being met. I know you don't want the cycle to close. I know you don't want to have the break. Neither do they. But just because you're stubborn and insistent doesn't mean, okay, that you actually want it. It just means I'm refusing to let it go either. All right. Let's see what this shared is. Show me this Nine of Cups, please. Show me this Nine of Cups. Show me this Nine of Cups. Show me this Nine of Cups. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's put a pin in that. This is the perfect time to do a break. I will see you in, well, like a second. I'll be back in a minute. And we're back. We're back. We're home now. We're comfortable. We got dinner in the oven. Let's go. All right. Just to kind of refresh myself. The reason I feel so much caution in this Cancer is that I can see where you came from, and it was beautiful, it was balanced, and it felt so good to you. And it did right by you for a long time, until it didn't. And you knew it too, and you intuitively felt it. So if you're going to stand up and really fight for a non-closure, if you're really going to fight against a break, I want to know that they're in there too, fighting the same fight. Because that's a lot of energy to pack in there last minute, in the 11th hour, when shit really hits the fan. And they're telling me they're adamant. They can put as much into this as they ever did. Okay. Never mind that they had years to kind of get in touch with their emotional self and being emotionally absent from you. You feeling the withdrawal and hurt by extension. Okay. They said that they were healing and fixing things. They never really did. So I want them to mean it. I do. You're going to fight for this. I want them to show me equal oomph. But not just their can they hang in there with you and contribute on the pentacle level. I know they can. They've already showed me they can. That wasn't the issue. I want to know that their heart's in it too. That's all. And that's why I'm being cautious. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups, please, in the shared. The Hanged Man, the Moon, shit. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck me. I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, fuck me. So resistant to understanding what we want. So resistant to feeling our personal feelings. So resistant. I know it's them, honey. I know it's them. They've already been marked by time multiple times. They've already told me, I'm working on it, but not really. I know that they show up physically. I know that. I see them putting in the work. And I'll sort my emotions out later. It's no big deal, honey. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's just today's stressful for blah, blah. And I can concentrate more on us next week or a month from now or when this is over. There's always that condition of, you know, whatever time suits their purpose about why they're not feeling great. There is I saw it right away. There's a pain they're just not willing to look at or address. It's too hard, it's too inconvenient, and someone is radically out of touch with what makes them happy. In other words, they don't know what they want, and they resist that knowledge. They don't want to see what they want, because if they did, they'd have to deal with it. You know what I mean? And that's no good. You're not going to learn shit from doing that. And there's so much delay about what it is that is making someone unhappy because they refuse to do the hard work. They're blocking it. Someone is not uncomfortable. Someone cannot boldly say, this is what makes me happy, and they haven't been able to a long time, and I really do feel like it's them. You made it very clear you're very happy and balanced, and you really felt your most mature self with this person, your most fulfilled self, but they cannot say the same. I don't know why they've taken their feelings out of the equation, their personal sense of this is what makes me happy, because happiness begins with the self. And we understand we're happy. We know what to put that happiness into. We know who to give it to. They don't know what makes them happy, which is why you're not getting any of that happiness. and the love, and why you have slowly but surely become disappointed by this. You don't know why they've withdrawn their emotional self. You just know that they have, and you feel it to some extent. But you're not ready to call it quits. And they're saying, I'm going to give you my best effort. Why? Out of panic? Out of habit? Because they don't want to lose control? I don't know. But that's a lot of aversion. I mean a lot of aversion to understanding what fulfills us, what makes us happy. And I don't know what it is that makes this person happy. I don't know because they refuse to look at it. And thus it affects you both. You can't supply the happiness and equilibrium for two people. You can try, and you might even be successful for a while. But eventually the masks come off. You know, what are they afraid to discover? I'm not happy, and I know I'm not, but I also don't know what to do about it. Okay, fine. But why aren't you willing to look? What are you afraid you're going to find in there? That you're unhappy with this relationship? That you're unhappy with yourself? And you're taking it out on me? I don't know. But that's so out of touch, it's not even funny. I haven't even seen... That's really out of touch. Personal self. Conflict of the self and what makes us happy and actively denying it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at why I'm unhappy, and I don't want to look at what makes me happy, because I feel like the thing that makes me unhappy cannot be resolved, and I feel the thing that would make me happy I cannot aspire to. So it's kind of like this really weird purgatory that this person's existing in emotionally. What are they so afraid to learn about their emotions, about themselves, about you? The Chariot, you, no doubt. Show me the Chariot, please. So is that what this is, honey? Is that what that is? You're sick of the moon? You're sick of them averting their feelings, avoiding them, not talking about them, not feeling them, not knowing what makes them unhappy, but also not knowing what makes them happy. Again, it's a weird sort of purgatory to hang out in. That is active denial. I don't know what makes me happy, and I'm not willing to look at it. Either way, it makes me uncomfortable. One, I can't do anything about, and one, I don't think I can have. So, is that you calling them out? Is that what that is? This burst of energy that comes forth? That bubble that had the rise? Is that what that is? It's like they won't proactively talk about their moon, so you're gonna? Okay, I think we just connected some dots here. Show me the Chariot. But it's not enough for you to, they have to connect the dots too. If they're not a willing participant, they're not going to see it, just like they've been not seeing it this whole time. And that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to not see our happiness or unhappiness. They're not willing to admit it in either direction. That's what's weird. You came by your sadness in this relationship honestly. Okay? I get it. I don't know what the hell their source is, and neither do you. Is that you being directly confrontational? We got to talk about this. We've got to talk about it. I've been trying to avoid it because you've been trying to avoid it, but I can't. It's affecting the both of us. Too right. Too right. Oh, yes. Show me that Chariot, please. And in a sense, it will be cathartic to get that off your chest, if that's true. The Fool, Three of Cups, the Page of Wands. You, off the grid of this situation, you, specifically you, Cancer, outside of this, you just want to open up, man. You just want to open up. You want good times again. You want to rejoice again. That's what you want to open up to. That's it. It's simple. It's beautiful. Your heart wants to know where it's going and who it's showing up for. That's it. And it's lovely. It really is. It's lovely, it's light, and you just want the simplest of connectivity with your person. That's all you want. That's your only goal, is to, A, your Chariot, your forward momentum in love, has B, somewhere to go that connects in a happy space. That's all you want. It's lovely. You really just want to open up and reconnect with your person in a way that's emotionally viable and accessible to you. You're not asking a lot. You're really not. I just want us to connect like we used to. Can't we just open up and find reasons to celebrate each other and do things together where you and I can emotionally connect in the smallest of ways? That's all I'm trying to do, man. I don't think I'm asking for a lot. I agree. I don't think you're asking for a lot either. Let's keep going. Two of Wands. Are you waiting for them to do that? Are you waiting for them to be more emotionally open to you? In a way that makes sense with you. You just want to have the simplest of celebrations with that person. You want them to be happy. You want to see joy in their face. You want to see them have a reaction. And you want to feel that with them. Okay? It's very honest and it's very straightforward and it's exceedingly simple. Show me that Two of Wands, please. It's like, I just want to see you happy. I just want to have some simple memories with you. Why don't we go out and do things? Why don't we go out and have fun? I'm not asking for a lot. Page of Wands, Three Cups. But I do want to feel those things with you. The Fool, the Chariot. Show me the Two of Wands. Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Sun. Okay. Okay. You're kind of waiting on them. It's not an accusation. I already saw it back here. I'm not willing to just part ways with this willy-nilly. I'm just not. And you are waiting with them to show some of that rekindling energy. Okay? You're pretty convinced that they're going to show you evidence, signs of life, of the sun, of happiness. Okay? But there's also, again, more of a concession on your part that this is going to need time. This is going to need some healing. They need some introspection. They need to reflect. I do believe it's after what looks like you put forward the energy that says, look, man, I can see that you're in purgatory with your emotions. You seem to be neither happy nor sad. You don't seem to be in either direction. I don't get any strong feeling from you. We need to talk about it. I see you consenting to giving them more time. I'm going to point out to you again, they've had ample time to address whatever sadness is in their heart, and they keep saying they don't want to look at it. So I don't want you to give them this energy and goodwill if they're not going to make good on it. Just because they said they can put the work in and mean it, cool. Where's their heart? I want them to show that to you, and that's what you have been literally looking for in your person for a long time. I want this to come through for you. I really do. You want this person to find their sense of rekindling, their inspiration, their passion, their sense of hope for you both. And then also, do you think you could lighten the fuck up and maybe get a little happy? Right? You are looking at them for signs of their kind of pulse, if you were. I hope they show you that evidence. I do. It looks theoretical. It's looking like you're giving them more patience and time. I know they're going to step up their A game. I just want to make sure it's not a temporary inflation. In fact, help me understand this person's feelings, please. Again, they don't swing in either direction. Nothing either really makes them happy or terribly sad. They're in this kind of low-level purgatory that they don't seem willing to really look at. I wonder what they're afraid that they would learn. Help me understand this person's feelings, please. Help me understand this person's feelings. If you're going to give this person more time, not just effort, I see their effort, but in terms of their emotional quality, I want it to be justified, Cancer. Otherwise, you're just up there fighting for this thing like an asshole, and their heart's not really in it. Okay? Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Empress. Yeah? There you are again. Your person might very well be a fire sign. Why do they feel stagnant? Why do they feel stagnant? Why do they feel stagnant? What about the passion? Passion is stagnant, nothing changes. The energy between us, nothing changes, but you seem to be relatively happy. They aren't, and perhaps that's one of the things they have a hard time professing to themselves. Eight of Pentacles, good, Seven of Wands. They seem to think that the priority goes elsewhere. It's like they look at you, they say, to free up more of your time, to put more of your passion and interest into things. It's interesting. We dig a little deeper and they're reflecting back on you. I say they never had a problem putting the work into it. It's just there doesn't seem to be any emotional growth between you two, and for some reason they have a hard time acknowledging that. They look to you and they see that you are distracted and or preoccupied elsewhere. And I don't know what to do about it. Like, work is a priority. Yeah, the work is the foundation is always the priority. The foundation, the work is always the priority. And then their energy kind of lags and drags behind them in terms of the emotional interest and quality. The passion, the emotional interest drags substantially behind them when I believe they're typically an energetic person. It's just they seem to say, Cancer, you always put the focus on the priorities and the stability and never really on us or our development. What do you think was going to happen? We're going to become stagnant. Now I don't know what my feelings are. And I don't know how to say that. Work is a priority, so how do I argue against that? Something like that. The foundation is always coming first. The community, the family, the job, it's always coming first. And it's put me in a place of emotional stagnancy. And it's like they don't know how to address it. They don't know how to look at it. And it's also like a concession. I know it's a priority. It's kind of like I have to live with it. It's interesting. Whether or not that is true, I could not say. I do not know. I know the result of it. Okay. It's been like this long enough for this person to kind of reject their feelings over it. Like, I'm not supposed to feel that way. I don't want to delve into it too deeply. I just gotta keep going along with it. But I'm not really looking at myself and how I can make myself happy either. So that's not good in either direction. Sometimes we go through phases in life where the responsibility and the foundation has to take priority. But they're saying it's been like that so long now that they can no longer find joy in this relationship, relief, emotional reprieve, passionate reprieve. It's just something that you both contribute to. And you got used to it. So the emotions kind of take not a priority. It's kind of like I just have to accept it. I'm neither happy about it, but I'm not opposed to it. It's just the way it is between us. Okay? I don't know why they can't say that. Why do they feel like they cannot speak to this to you? And how come they can't develop more of a self-interest in what makes them happy? That way they're not always leaning on the relationship to give them an emotional supply. You know? I don't get it. And that's something they need to work through. I can't speak for them. I try to understand as best I can, honey, but I cannot speak for them. So I like this. I do. It's looking very proactive, and it's looking like it's a conversation that's happening relatively soon if it hasn't happened already. In terms of, look, this is what's going on. And you seem to be neither happy nor sad. What's going on? I applaud that. That seems to be happening relatively soon. Time frames, please. The 29th might be important to some of you. I don't know why that is coming. No, 21st? I don't know why I said 29th. This clearly does not add up to 29. I don't know why I said that. For some of you, the 29th, for some reason, might be confirmation of something significant. And for others of you, the 21st, 2nd, or the 19th. Two, heavy references to 2, February. There might have been some critical tension exchange around here. Yeah. For some of you, that's when it really hit. In February. This conversation. Tired of the confusion? The 28th might have been important. Somebody opened up about this. What's going on with the feelings? Is your heart in this? What's going on? Yeah, it was less than a month ago for some of you. Yeah, the 21st. It's looking like after Valentine's, but before the end of the month. They're really honing in and concentrating around that time frame. It might have been terribly significant. What about upcoming? Important future energy exchanges, please. When will we know more? For some of you, 10 weeks. 8 weeks. That's a lot of confusion, man. The 28th for some of you is terribly important. You know what's weird? I'm actually filming this on the 28th. I think. Pretty sure. I'm horrible with dates. That's so weird. I saw 28 2 times. I'm actually filming this on the 28th, I believe. I tend to do these upwards to a week in advance because, first of all, my messages are long, so I can't just film them same day and upload to YouTube. That would be ridiculously unpractical. And then second, I like to capture pre-energy. As some of you, that conversation, the exploration of it, took place late February, but for some of you, the 28th is very important. I don't know why. I can't feel the feelings between us sometimes. Do you even care? Are you here? Do you feel anything about us at all? 69, of course, that is your number. Well, one of your numbers, I should say. The Chariot's 7. But you know what I mean. There was fight, the resistance here. Oh my goodness, honey. A lot of tension, a lot of arguing, possibly. And just wanting to understand the other person, it seems to have caused a lot of frustration. A lot of frustration. But I can understand why. You kind of got tired of it. You kind of did, I got to expose this, I got to talk about it type thing. The reaction didn't go well. But this is what those cathartic moments are. Can you really say you're a couple unless you occasionally argue? And sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes the energy gets stuck in a sludge and you got to stir the sludge. I know it's not terribly attractive, but in order to make change, you have to be willing to make change. That means having difficult conversations. That means being very direct about what you've been experiencing, and I need to know what you're experiencing in order to understand each other. So that means sometimes getting in the direct line of conflict in order to find the solution to an unspoken problem, or you two have been skirting around it for some time in that place of tension. Okay, I know it wasn't comfortable. These things aren't supposed to be. It's meant to challenge us and change us and shape us. There's that Queen of Pentacles again. Let me know if you're connecting to Gemini. Justice, balance. You just want to feel right in your own house again, in your energy with this person again. I don't know if it's a strong soul bond, but you do know that you want them to feel fair with you. Okay, I know that. That's a dual exchange right there. Okay. Libra, Gemini, heavy Sag, and some heavy Earth here as well. I don't know if that helps you. And Pisces, of course. Okay. I hope that there is some resolution. That kind of would explain, if you did have that difficult conversation, why they tried to get their shit together really fast. Oh, I can put quality into this. Yeah, I know. They've already made that clear, that they can put literal work into this. They've kind of accepted that the work piece is a priority constantly. It's the other part they're not willing to talk about, their emotions. So again, if they're going to really bring that kind of effort, I want their heart to be behind it, excuse me. And I see you over here gently waiting for evidence that after this constructive talk, that they'll open up and be happy, because that's all you want. You wanted the simplest of connectivity, just to feel good in each other's company again. That's all you're really looking for at this point. Okay? That's it. So I hope that you looking and being gentle and patiently waiting for them works for you, because I want you to find the evidence that you're looking for. I see their effort, honey, to hang in there and contribute, but is that... It's almost like they're burnt out and they don't know how to say that they're burnt out. It's like, I'm here, man. Just give me points, please. Give me points, please. I do my part. I put real world effort into it. What more do you need? I want it to be more than that, and so do you. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, there's the arrow of Sag. It was pointing directly down over the fire energy. Heavy Sagittarian energy, if not Aries, possibly, yes. That is remarkable. D, X, Y, the busy bee, upside down. It's like we're going through the motions, we don't even realize it. Yes, it's like your efforts here, I acknowledge that, but where's the feeling? Cat, intuition. Oy. The Medallion of Aquarius for some of you, yes. Roger Rabbit from Alice, and not Roger Rabbit. I say that every fucking time, and I always irritate myself. The rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Thank you very much. Never have any time. I'm always on the go. I'm always busy, busy, busy. That's what they said. That the work functions always take priority, and their emotional energy isn't present in it, but their physical energy is. Technically, you two have the same goals. In terms of function and responsibility, you no longer have the same emotional goals. And that's something, for some reason, they cannot confront themselves on. They're neither happy, but they're not really looking at what could make them happy either. It's this really weird sort of neutral purgatory that they've fallen into. So I understand if you've both been working too much, but this is way too long. You guys are on the same goals. Physically, you have the same goals, work-life goals, but you don't have the same love goals, and that's why I'm concerned. So if you're going to stand up and fight like that and deny a cycle ending, it had better be for damn good cause, because I still see you content to give them more patience and time to rekindle their energy and efforts where it counts, not just the physical and monetary, or being physically present. They may not even work, honey. I don't know. But it came down to be that everyday, day-to-day energy, day in, day out. I'm clocking in, I'm clocking out. I did my bit today. Leave me alone. I don't want to discuss emotions. No, I don't want to go do this thing that you're talking about. I'm tired. So when you confront them, oh boy, does their attitude change real quick. I would just feel more comfortable if they had feelings here that I could see and I could really say legitimately that's true. Anyway, that's my cue. Tonight it's chicken feta and spinach, something that I make a lot. I like it. It's healthy and it tastes good. I like it. I always look forward to it. I don't even know what the hell I call it. It's just the chicken feta spinach thing. With a little bit of noodles. Like there's a little olive oil. Hell yes. Okay, the 4-leaf clover. Luck of the Irish. I hope so. I do. A little bit of luck here. Okay. The cat. Use your intuition, please. SSWDXY. Okay. That's enough, Cancer honey. I hope this was helpful to you. Next round is blessedly the 3-month overview. I am like you. I'm kind of done with the love stuff. I really want to check out from it quite a bit. Quite a bit. Don't get me wrong. I understand. But let's let the energies rest and let people work through their fucking problems for a little bit before I do the next round. Because honestly, I'm not seeing enough progress with folks. I'm really not. I congratulate you, however, for trying to prompt progress. I know you said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to address it. I'm going to address it. Good. I'm glad you did. That's always a good thing. But now, like, the ball's in their court to show you some progress. That's where my eyebrow is really raised. I want to see their emotional progress. Not their, I can hang in there with you too. That's not progress. That's habit. All right, that's enough. Sorry. I know. I go on and on. I know. All right, honey. You put in the comments as you see fit. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Be well.